Welcome to another part of Ellamas, and you've seen it in the title. I don't know if you have been in the YouTube world when this whole thing happened, but the power of makeup was a video that was, I'm 99% sure, originally done by Nikki Tutorials. And what she did is, in that video, she basically just applied makeup on half of her face to show the power of makeup. And that is exactly what I'm going to do today. I will be applying makeup only on this side of my face and leave this side bare, mainly for the reason because this side, as you can tell, has quite some problems going on. In general, the whole video is going to be a bit more serious this time, so if these topics are nothing that you would like to see in like a Christmas related series or, you know, in the chill YouTube world, then maybe this is not the video for you, because I will talk a bit about bullying. And to show this power of makeup even more, I will be using mainly products for like a full glam routine. More of a matte primer, of course, a very, very, very bold eye look. I mean, what else? And on this side of my face, I actually only have my skincare down and some creams on these parts of my face. I'm pretty sure by the time you see this video, my NARS Soft Matte Concealer will be empty. I love this motherfucker so much, but I won't repurchase this for now because I do have the REM Sweetener Concealer also here, and that's quite a nice spot concealer too. Since this is not a real tutorial, I will not go through the steps and shades that I use. Just to let you know, I will be using the Cosmic Brushes Winter Wonderland palette again, because when you see this video, I still have to make up my mind about my palette ranking, so I thought, let's do a very bold look with blues, because that might show the power of makeup even more. I have been bullied my whole school life. Like, there was no exception. It got better when I was in my second apprenticeship. Then it kind of calmed down. But in general, I was bullied in ground school, middle school, high school. I just try to translate the different school forms to the States, because in Germany it's a bit different. But it was a hard time. My school diploma that I got, I have Abitur, which in Germany means after 12 years of school, or 13, depending on the state that you live in. But you celebrate that, you know, like in the American films, you know, when they get their high school diploma, it's like the big party. Just accept that we do not wear special clothes for that. I mean, you get dressed up with nice like suits and tie and like dresses, but it's not like in the States. I hated this class that I was in so much because of the bullying, that on this special day where you get this diploma, I only was there for the ceremony where the head teacher or the teachers in general do hand out that diploma. I ate something and then I went home with my parents because I didn't want to celebrate. And I'm fully aware of how some of the things will sound like when you see the video, but it's just my perspective and my type of truth. And I always, like in school it was like that, and actually in my work life it is the same. I am, and I really try to say this in a not arrogant way, but I am most of the time ahead of others. Like, just a little example. There is a new thing at work that we have to do now. There is like rules and things you have to follow and you have to do so that this specific process works or is allowed. Something like that. I have to read this once, and then I know this, and then I remember this probably for the rest of my life. Others need some time, they need practice, they have to read that all over again, they need that specific process maybe printed out at their, where they sit in our office. And that's nothing bad, like, don't get me wrong. It took me a very, very long time in my life to understand that everybody is just very, very different from me. And that's completely fine, because the standards I have for myself, I should not apply to others. So that's my current mindset. But when I was younger, I was not able to understand why the other persons in my classes were not able to understand the topics that we talked about. Fairly sure that in my youth, in my teens, I was a bitch. Like, I would be, or I would have been that person who really, really shows other people what they're not able to do, while today I want to encourage people to discover what they can do. Because, and this is now again a step into psychology, there is something that's called the Johari window. And that's basically just a theory that you can use for person's talents. There is like a part, you know what you can and others knows what you can. Then there is a part, you don't know that you can this, but other know that you can this. Then there is also a part of that window where it's like, you know what you can, but they don't know that you can. And then there is this last window that is, you don't know what you can and the others also don't know. It's like that hidden area. And today, my whole goal in life is to encourage people to discover this hidden area, to try out new things. I made such a change in my personality in the past years. Even with university, I made a big, big change. But looking back, I realized what a bitch I was. This, though, is not an excuse for people to bully me that way that it happened back in my youth. And I am talking about a way of bullying where people logged on to the social medias that we had back then. You know, Instagram, Facebook was not a big thing, but we had like different chats, ICQ, MSN and stuff, that they specifically logged onto those socials to write things about me. Like cyberbullying was a big thing. Even in school, I had this experience with a girl when I was 12 or 13. I wore a hoodie, you know, with just a hoodie, a regular hoodie that was hoodieing. And she grabbed my hoodie and dragged me here on my neck so that my throat was cut off. And I was really struggling to breathe, and nobody was interested in that. They were just laughing their asses off. This is just an experience that just burned into my memory that I probably will never ever forget. And that just really, really, it kind of influenced me in the way what kind of person I am today. And of course that this play a lot into depression and stuff, and why I struggle so hard with certain things, and why I'm still to this day at 32 years old am so insecure about what I do that I am way too shy or too embarrassed to tell my husband my social's name, to tell my parents what I do, to tell my workmates what I do here. I was also bullied a lot for the fact that I am overweight. I was overweight in my youth as a kid. It has always been a thing. I just struggle a lot to lose weight. I do work out, I eat healthy and stuff, and my weight is just doing this. It is what it is. At this point in my life, I actually gave up, and I was literally thinking about taking a Ozempic to lose weight, but it's so expensive. It's like $300. And please, don't come at me now. I'm well aware of the fact that this is a very, very unhealthy way of losing weight. But I do still to this day feel very, very insecure about the way I look. I haven't been in a pool or something like that, the ocean, you know, the beach, in years. I think the last time I was in water with somebody else was at 12, 11 or so. Maybe in my teens once or twice, but I just feel very, very ashamed of showing my body. That's what it is. And even though my husband and I have been together for 6.5 years, and we have been married for nearly 2 years now, I still feel ashamed. I don't feel comfortable in my body. I just don't. Makeup can hide that. I do feel comfortable with makeup on. I have absolutely no problem going out in public without makeup. I don't fucking care for that. I know it sounds a bit like weird and maybe as if I'm not really clear in my mind, but I am. You know, and with makeup, I kind of learned to not only hide those insecurities, but I was able to draw people's attention away from the body to the face. Because I don't have that much of a problem with my face actually. I mean, this area here, you know, the double chin, not cute though. But I can look past that because I feel like the features on the rest of my face are quite nice. I do have a round face, I know that, but even like very slim people have round faces. Can happen, it's your shape. When I first started out with makeup, I was bullied for that too because I said it already in another video. My signature look was black kohl kajal, smeared like a panda around the eyes, blended out with something that was probably a pink eyeshadow. It looked horrific. I'm well aware of that. But I experimented, I started to feel good, and to be honest, I'm well aware of the fact that this looked really, really bad, but I felt good with that. And that was all that I needed. That was the confidence boost that I need. And this confidence boost kind of was the base of me going into the makeup world. I started to explore techniques, colors, all that shit. I eventually landed even on beauty YouTube in, I think my very first video that I ever saw must have been something around 2013-ish. And I don't know if I remember her username, Liz Megan Makeup, because my very, and I know, I don't know why I remember this, you know, my brain is weird. My very first YouTube beauty search was how to do very, very loud, impactful lashes with mascara. And I ended up on a channel, I think her name was Liz Megan Makeup or something. She was a very, very slim person, and I think there was something with her going on and eating disorders or whatever. But she had this like super clumpy lashes. And I was really into that. I mean, I still am kind of, but more in a fan out version. But still, the clumps is kind of nice still. And I started to explore this beauty community and all those people who were so supportive of each other for their art, for their makeup. And at least back then, I barely saw someone saying a bad word about somebody's makeup. It was more like, when they failed a look, there was so much helpful feedback in the comments. They were just encouraging and saying, oh, I see what you wanted to do there. Try this technique next time and then it will work out. And I was like, wow, this is a community I actually want to be in. Makeup is just my way of express how I am that day, how I feel that day. I mean, when I'm sick and I feel like, fuck, I don't wear makeup at all because who the fuck cares? To me, the power of makeup is not only the, like, you know, the shape shifting, the color changing, the whole appearance changing. It is the confidence boost for me. I feel better with makeup. I feel more confident. I feel like I can rule the motherfucking world with makeup. Thanks to makeup, I was also able to develop a very intense fuck it attitude. You don't like the way I dress? Fuck it. You don't like the way I look? Fuck it. Still does not change the fact that I feel uncomfortable. These are just two different things to look at because everybody has their insecurities. Everybody feels uncomfortable with something, either on their body, on their face, on their hair, on their hands. Does not matter. I thought with 32 years old, getting 33 next year in April, by the way, I am over the bullying attitude. I'm over that mentality, but oh boy, was I wrong in the internet. This is so disgusting. I talked about this already, but I got death threats because I bought the Pat McGrath palette. Then there is a glam light thing currently going on. I will talk about that in another video, but if you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. Long story short is they finally shipped my order after they refunded me, and I was just asking the followers, how do you feel about me doing a video about the products nonetheless? And I now figured out something what I will do with this, but in January. It will not be this month. And besides a lot of super kind and nice messages from people who gave me really, really thoughtful tips on how to handle the situation now in the most adult way possible, there were 4 people who commented the most ridiculous things. One told me I am an unreliable bitch if I keep this. Another one told me that instead of reviewing these products, I should film myself how I destroy makeup in an ASMR style. And should destroy it with like, I don't know, like toothpickers or like knives or whatever. Then somebody commented that I should just take that package and do it like Jeffree Star and throw it in the trash. If you remember, he did a TikTok video where he got some PR from Rhode Beauty, and because there was this fight like Hailey versus Selena, and he just said like, oh, we're Team Selena, and then he put it in the trash. Somebody commented that I should do this, and then there was this last person who just told me that they already knew what a money greedy bitch I am. I'm very transparent about my money making here, and I can tell you through donations that you gave me through the Buy Me a Coffee website, I made 125 euros so far. That got reinvested in makeup. And since I can do the YouTube things, I don't know the exact number currently as I'm filming this, because on YouTube you only see the, that will be kind of the amount, but today is December 2nd as I'm filming this, and on my YouTube studio it says I will probably have an income of €5.40 for this month. So I don't see where I'm money greedy. But what I want to say is the bullying on the internet is back. I feel like I'm in school again sometimes. The difference between now and back then is my fuck it attitude. And the reason why I have this fuck it attitude is actually makeup. Without over exaggerating this, it is just true that makeup saved me and my personality. Makeup changed my personality. The community changed my personality. And as of today, let me just tell you, I am neither ashamed of this side nor of this side. I am proud of both sides, because look at this side of my face. I have breakouts. I have a probably serious disorder because I do pick my skin that it looks then like this when I am stressed out. But I also like this side of my face. I am also this. I am both sides. And I'm pretty sure by more time passing, me still growing, I mean, I'm 32, I'm not done yet. There is so much more to learn in this world. By the way, shout out to my younger self. I wish you had that attitude back then and we're not such a bitch. But now there is so much more to see, so much more opinions to explore, and it really, really hurts me how people on the internet try to fight their opinions with each other, because there is no right or wrong opinion. We talked about this already. Everybody has their own version of reality, their own version of truth, and all versions of reality are true to them. It's very, very personal. I want to explore just even more, and thanks to the power of makeup, I have to admit, I am able to have this attitude now. Thanks to the power of makeup, I was able to change my personality for the better and to be the person that I am today. Tell me please in the comments down below, what is that special thing that makeup is for you? I'm really curious. Please tell me your stories. Don't hold back. Every opinion is welcome. Every story is welcome. And if you want to share your story just personal with me, write me a DM on Instagram. I'm so nosy a bit, but I also just want to I want to get to know what is it that people draw to makeup besides just being fun. I mean, let's be honest, that's just fun too. But there is, for me, and I think for a lot of people in this makeup community, so much more to it than just the like application, the I want to hide some dark spots. It's more for us, more for a lot of people, more for those people who maybe see this video in a couple weeks or so. Bring back the power of makeup spirit instead of bringing us each other down. That's basically what I want to say. Thank you for watching. This is still part of Ellamas, so make sure you are subscribed, and then I can see you tomorrow.